East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. On the move from inside is 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Coming after it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made. So UConn's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
UConn quick to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UConn will have to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. UConn quick to the line. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UConn going back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He'll do it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Fires to the right. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Smashes through. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Huskies want to move quickly. Defense wants to bring the heat. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
He'll pull it down, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side, and he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move. He's finally stopped.
And that's a first down for the offense.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Gets it out fast.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give out of the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I've been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Good right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On on first down. Here comes this offense. On the run, it's Samuel. And he's still running after the move. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Grabs it in the middle. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. UConn quick to the line. On third down, going up top. Got his man quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. UConn will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about being physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Now they're going to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Red pass, it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the run.
From the gun, running back on the move. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Power football with the run. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Samuel. And the ball squirted out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. This time on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. And they can't make the connection. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lobs one high down the left side.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
UConn going back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that. Linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all the once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. UConn quick to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The snap sets up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. UConn going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse. The ball squirts free. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. UConn will have to punt it away.
Now, a 4th down.
Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. North Carolina was able to finish off a close one in Chapel Hill. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They go to the ground. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. UConn quick to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's a return from midfield. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Pressure, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback right through his progression.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Offense set on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Reese.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They're going to ride this running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. He wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Hot right here late in the game.
Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He'll run it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A third and long coming up here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This offense has a second down play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Samuel.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Quick strike complete. He breaks a tackle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So in the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.